we're going to talk about the life cycle of a good idea. How many people have a good idea? How many business owners we have? Are they good ideas? Okay. Are they good ideas? You guys are going to fall, and everybody here is going to fall into one of these phases, I'm telling you. So the first step in the life cycle of a good idea is excitement. You get excited when you have the idea, right? Do you remember when you came up with the idea? The name, the website? You're like, oh, I got to secure that joint. Remember? The excitement, that's the first phase. But the second phase is evolution. Because now you have to evolve the idea. It's not as exciting, would you agree? Because now you're in the grind. Now you're telling people, you're getting negative feedback. You have to evolve the idea now. Make sense? First step, first phase, excitement, then evolution. Third step is engagement. How many people are in the engagement phase? You have the idea, now you're trying to make the sales. The engagement phase. It's not exciting, is it? And you're no longer evolving the idea either because you're so busy trying to make the sale. But after engagement, we're undoubtedly going to encounter resistance. How many people are in that phase? You've been engaging people, but now you're encountering resistance. In the fifth phase, you got to make a decision. Some people are going to make the decision to quit. Some people are going to make the decision to go around this cycle again. How many people had a good idea, you went through these phases, then you said, after resistance, you know what, I think I'm going to do something else. I'm probably on my 10th business because I went through these phases. Am I the only one? Here's the trick. With every phase you leave, I need you to take the last phase with you. Here's what I mean. When we come up with the idea, we're excited. But when we start to evolve the idea, we're not as excited. So I'm asking you to be just as excited in the second phase as you are in the first. You got to start getting excited as you're crafting this. How many people lost their excitement during the crafting period or the evolution of their idea? But then we got to start engaging people with this thing that we worked on. We've been evolving this idea, but now we got to engage people. And when we engage people, it's not as exciting, and for some reason you stop evolving the product. I'm asking you, in this engagement, how many people are in the engagement phase? Like you're engaging people with the idea. I'm asking you to just remember, keeping the excitement. I just want you to remind yourself to keep the excitement. Put it on your phone and say, hey, stay excited while I'm engaging these people, because people can feel it. One of my friends, she put this post. She's engaging people with the business. She has a coaching program, but people aren't signing up in her coaching program. But then she makes an emotional post on Facebook. We could tell the engagement isn't going so well. We can tell you're not as excited. And we can tell you're starting to blame other people instead of evolving. The fourth phase, resistance. I need you to stay excited as you're encountering this resistance and keep evolving while you're encountering this resistance. And I need you to ask a very, very important question. While people are resisting your idea, ask them, why are you resisting? Why are you not buying? And that'll keep the excitement up because you know you're just in the research and development phase. You know you're still evolving the product, and then you'll keep engaging people because every time they resist, you get more answers. And then make a decision. Make sense? Now, I'm not ever going to tell you to do something without giving you some practical steps. Because some people will say, well, you got to change your mindset. Well, you've had the same mindset for 30 plus years. How do you do that? Right? People say, yo, you got to get away from negative friends. I'm telling you, you're going to need some practical steps on getting away from negative friends. So I'm going to give you some practical steps on each phase. Is that okay? Excitement. The first step is you have to find something to be excited about. Small victories. I'm asking you to just set up little small victories for yourself to keep you excited. Because if you stay excited, you'll keep working. Make sense? Small victories, even in the excitement, even in the resistance phase, you have to stay excited, but you got to find something to be excited about. Here's a good thing. Make a list of all your wins. I did an interview with my homegirl, Melissa Mitchell, and she said she keeps a list of all the things God did for her. Keeps her excited. Right? But also, number 2, under excitement, I'm asking you to find some people to be excited with. And I think some of the answers might be right here. Do me a favor, take out your phone, and I want you to look at your call log real quick. Take out your phone. This is real. This is not just a talk. I'm trying to help y'all. Look at your call log. Let's do some evaluation. Because you might find that you're not as excited because the people that you're talking to aren't as what? About anything. Let's go through our text messages. How many positive texts do we have? We might have found the answer. We might find why you're in this mood. Every single day you got that one friend that... I'm asking you to find some people to be excited with. Okay? Go on your Facebook, say, hey, who wants to win? Who's in my area? Let's get together. Let's do a meetup. That might be it. You might just need to be in the right environment. I promise you, certain flowers won't grow in the wrong environment. I don't care how good of a flower it is. Here's another thing. It's hard to do the right thing in the wrong environment. Conversely, it's hard to do the right thing in the wrong environment and the wrong thing in the right environment. Here's what I mean. Now, not saying that smoking's bad, and you might smoke, it's on you, but if you're trying not to smoke and you hang around a lot of smokers, it's hard to not smoke around people who smoke. Make sense? Listen, I was never a drinker. And I thought I was doing the right thing. I'm talking about in high school. I'm like, I'm going to play ball. I'm good. I do not drink, but I hung around so many people who drunk. It made it harder and harder for me to say, no, I don't want it. No, I don't want it. No, I don't want it. Because then they started to make fun of me because I just wasn't one of them. Conversely, it's hard to do the wrong thing in the right environment. You ever been out to eat with some, I don't know, maybe some business people or maybe some people at your church that don't drink? You really want to order a drink. You just don't. It's just hard. It's hard to do the wrong thing in the right environment, hard to do the right thing in the wrong environment. We might have found the answer tonight. It's in your call log. We need new friends. Evolution. How do we evolve? We have to not only evolve the product or the service, we don't have, not only evolving the idea, but we have to evolve the idealist. It's you. You will never reach a level of success that you don't reach. Here's what I mean. I got this from Jim Rohn. He said, if you hit the lottery and make $1 million, you better hurry up and become a millionaire so you can keep the money. Powerful stuff. If you don't get to the millionaire level, you'll lose it. I don't care. I know you want to make 6 figures, but if you don't grow to that, one, you'll never make it, and 2, if you slip up and make it, you'll lose it. What about all the ball players, Mr. Ernestine, who get these millions and then lose it? They haven't grown to the money. But you have to continue to evolve. Do we spend more time on Instagram or reading books? You know there's a way to check, right? You know there's a way to check on your Instagram how long your usage, right? I wish I could walk you through it. It's something that you can check to see how long you spent on Instagram in the last 24 hours. It'll surprise you. But if we're going to evolve the idea, we got to continue to evolve the idealist, but never stop evolving, ever. Every single day you got to take a step. Every single day you got to take a step. Make sense? Engagement. There are certain tricks to engagement. Write this down. Learn sales. Learn sales. I know you don't like sales, but learn it. Read this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Because sometimes it's not an issue of the product. It's not even your issue, but sometimes it's what you're saying in the process that might turn somebody off. I was listening to this dude do cold calling in real estate, and for some reason, he's not getting the sales. He's not getting people to say, okay, I want to sell you the house. And I was just listening to the calls, and I realized this one little thing. He never asked them how they're doing. He never even asked if they wanted to sell or not. He just goes into, hey, I want to buy your house. It might be that one thing. You switch that one thing, you'll do better conversion with engagement. Is that right, Mr. Morrison? Is that good? Thank you. Appreciate it. Engagement, we have to learn it. It's a skill. It's a skill. I know you're not a people person, become one. I know you're shy, get out of that. Talk to people. You have to engage people, just don't stop. But you have to stay excited. Make sense? Now, when we encounter this resistance, how do we deal with it? How do you deal with it, resistance? How do you deal with it? Somebody talk to me. Get excited. Say it again. Push back. Make sure you're using the resistance as a way to continue to evolve. Make sure you're using the resistance, because this is valuable stuff. You just got to ask people, why are you resisting this idea? And then you'll keep growing. Does that make sense? Take this note. Be focused on the work, not the reward. Because this will take you out the game if you're focused on the reward, because that's controlled by somebody else. If you try to make a sale and they don't buy, that means they're resisting, but there's nothing you can do about that. And if your goals are based on someone else's decision, you'll lose your excitement. So I'm asking you to set work goals. One person says, hey, my goal is to make 5 sales. If you don't get 5 sales, then you're depressed and you've been grinding. Well, let's change that. We need to try to make 20. My goal is to engage 20 people, because that you can control. Whatever they say, that's none of your business. But you got to engage 20. I need you to have work goals, not reward goals. All my goals are based on my work, because that I can control. I can't control you saying yes. I can't control you buying my product. I can't control you responding to my ad. All I can do is set my own work goals, and that keeps me excited. Lastly, we got to make a decision. The first step to making a decision is to make one. You got to get out of this 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like, let's make a decision and go in. Just write down your number. Write down your quit number. When are you going to quit this business? Just tell me. If it doesn't work out in 12 months, just tell me up front, but give it everything you got for 12 months. If it doesn't work out by then, you can quit, no problem. But let's make a decision. Let's set it. Does this make sense? How many people have been having a problem with making a decision? Or your decisions are based on every person you talk to. You're asking everybody's opinion, and with every response you get, you start making different decisions. I'm asking you to set a play and run it. I don't care what the defense says. Set the play, run it. We're either going to get it or we're not. I'm asking you to make a decision today, before you leave here. I want you to write down what you're going to do. And the problem with people who engage in a business is you have absolutely nothing to lose. Anybody ever watch a bank robbery movie? How much time do they spend planning? I'm talking, they case the bank. Yo, I see 6 cameras. Okay, we got security guards, 2. These are the shifts. This is when the one lady gets off. This is when the red light changes. This is when they make the drop. This is when they do the pickup. I'm asking you to do the same thing for your business. I'm asking you to attack your business like a bank robbery. Not every now and again, not when you think about it, not going an hour a day. I'm talking about a bank robbery. But do you know why they're so detailed? Because if anything goes wrong, you're going to jail. But what if something goes wrong with your plan? Just start something else. You don't got no consequences. What are the consequences? Me personally, I have a gambling problem. When one of my clients tell me that they're going to do something, I'm going to lose 30 pounds by this date. You sure? Yes. How confident are you? I'm confident, 100%. I could do this. You sure? Yes. Put 500 on it. I just picked up another 500 last month. I just picked up another 500. You say you're going to lose this weight. You put up 5. I put up 5. Let's go. Because you ain't got no consequences. But I did lose 5. In LA, I bet one of my clients, and he was dead serious, and he took my money on stage. But it's win-win for me because I coach. And I get to tell people that I lost 500 by helping him lose an insane amount of weight. And I picked up more clients because I helped him win. It's a win-win for me. What's your consequences? Do me a favor, take out your phone, text your best friend or your workout partner or whoever you work with and say, let's bet. I just want you to, they're not gonna know what you're talking about, but this is just a reminder for you. Let's bet. Right now, this is engaging. What are you gonna lose? This will prevent you from making a bad decision. This will prevent you from quitting. Making a decision to just say, I'm done, because you got something on the line. This help y'all? Did this help? Thank y'all.